Military fanfare, pomp and ceremony. A flattering welcome to Paris for Donald Trump. And the charm offensive worked. After a personal guided tour of Napoleon's tomb, the once frosty relationship between Trump and French President Emmanuel Macron had thawed.
You have a great president. You have somebody that's going to run this country right. And I would be willing to bet, because I think this is one of the great cities, one of the most beautiful cities in the world.
The pair discussed their country's joint efforts to combat terrorism and of the need to work with Russia, particularly to bring about peace in Syria.
Frankly, we're working on a second ceasefire in a very rough part of Syria. And if we get that and a few more, all of a sudden you're going to have no bullets being fired in Syria. And that would be a wonderful thing.
Donald Trump also hinted he may be willing to reverse his position on the Paris Climate Accord after pulling out of the deal in June.
If it happens, that'll be wonderful. And if it doesn't, that'll be okay too.
But Trump could not outrun scandals at home. His son Donald Jr. is facing calls to testify before a Senate committee over his email exchange with a Russian lawyer who promised potentially damaging information about Hillary Clinton.
My son is a wonderful young man. Most people would have taken that meeting. It's called opposition research, or even research into your opponent.
It was clear in Macron Trump had found a new friend who was unwilling to weigh into the email scandal.
I will not interfere in US domestic policy, and I think it's always good between partners and allies not to interfere in the other's domestic life.
What a good answer that is.
Donald Trump has increasingly found himself isolated on the Western stage. Sensing an opportunity to bring him back into the fold, Emmanuel Macron invited him here to Paris, hoping to lure him back to a policy of international cooperation. If the plan works, then it delivers both the new presidents the air of statesmanship they've been craving. Sarah Morice, TRT World, Paris.